Okay, so I'm back. We're fucking finally here. Yeah, no, this is just we're finally fucking here. I've been going through I've been going through like a fucking whole ass transition and a whole lot of shit that I've been going through, but we're finally here. We're finally golden. We're finally happy. Yeah, we're going to say that. We're gonna finally say that we finally got to a spot to where like I can actually speak to you guys with a sense of purpose, with a sense of idea, and in a sense of like, okay, I actually know what um, like I want to do. Like I want to speak to you guys, and so recently I've been doing a lot more writing, a lot more descriptive writing, a lot more um, just letting out my thoughts and like, having that like be out there and let it be known. A lot of people have it, not a lot of people, oh right, I said a good amount of people have been responding, understanding, and like wanting to listen to it, so that's fucking cool. um and they enjoy it, so I think like I think what I want to do here on this channel in a way is to like read out and like spell out the ones that that may ones maybe like ones that haven't like gotten to read or hear, like the ones that mostly like gotten like claps or stuff like that. That's what, or like claps on Medium, like because that's where I post my stuff on Medium. So um I want to say like, so for this one I want to say, and then I will obviously like branch out. This is like a new form of content for me. This is very different, this is very weird, but I go through so much, and I do so much and write so much and have so many different thoughts and ideas that like each video I just would like to call out and say that they're all going to be very different. They're all going to have different types of like topics to think about and talk about, but I think that opens things up. I think that is healthy, and I think that is how I want to fucking do things, because that's just how my brain works. So um I guess we'll start off with the first one. It's like called The Mind of Gray. um So we start off: the great chaos to the mind of reflections. How much can you bear to stare at yourself in any state, from the lowest to the high on the ground or state might? Can you let go of the temptations that seek control? It's all about the who, not it's all about the who, not the how. For the whom will always find a way. Do not be discouraged, for life isn't supposed to be sunshine and rainbows. We made those perspectives. But if we can see this world for what it truly is and still decide to rise every morning, still decide smile and at the smallest beauties, what does that say about the brightest light us humans, as species, as a kind, can be? Be the light that you know you need to be. No longer deny it, for it is slowly burning, killing you inside. Also, it's okay to still it's okay to be still. It's okay to be bored, to just stare at a wall and let your brain off, like turn your brain off and let it off the rails for a bit. It's a form of meditation, I believe, at least to me. It makes, or at least it takes energy to control your mind all the time. So find some time to let it go. Find the time to be, kind to the people around you and oneself. It does no one justice to give back hate when one receives it. So just let it go. Let go of the narrative that you have to be someone to actually be happy. What good does that actually do for someone? Are you even the best version of yourself? Yet here you are trying to be like the next guy or girl. I feel like it's okay to be vulnerable and, be open with my thoughts and ideas, because of how else our people are going to like actually grow. Our generation and the ones ahead of us are capable thinkers, just like our ancestors. If the cavemen, countries apart, mind you, countries apart, knew that there was a higher cause than just life, then what does that say about the dystopia that we live in now? Look around. What does that say about me as a person? Will I too, later down the line, be killed for the crime of having freedom of speech? Do I have to think and follow the low vibrations of the collective for the people to understand the unconscious state that they live in? Think about it with me. If you were to go back in time to wake yourself up, how would you do it? I would tell myself that my morals are all fucked up and that I need to rebuild my relationship with God. Low key, like just being honest. I would also tell myself to start meditating due to it being a core practice to center my life or center myself in my life. Truly, your actions create the webs by your design to the life that you lead. Even when life seems still, life is still fucking changing. You look at yourself in the mirror every day. That's something about you, or like something, yeah. Something about you changes, whether you recognize it or not. A new version of you is every month. Gotten to know 12 versions of myself, just like you get to experience 12 versions of yourself every year. Which one was your favorite though? Which seasons or one season that you feel the most connected to yourself? Figure that out. Study the the seasons, also the reasons, and nurture. Nature tells a lot about oneself, and yourselves and ourselves. It's our mother after all. It's my mother at least. So don't deny your nature for its poison. We all have for a reason. We all have it for a reason. Humans with unchecked egos just become monsters, no matter how pure their intentions may be. Bob Marley and Martin Luther King wanted equality and peace, a collective source of happiness. But that's too scary for some people. Therefore, they seemed like big scary monsters to others that they were intimidated by their righteousness. Intimidation is just a reflection of your own insecurities, and as humans, we feel like we demonize our own flaws. Instead of fixing ourselves, we project, harm, and kill people and the things that shine on our flaws and sins. So the next time someone projects at you negatively, remind yourself that you too have taken part of the poison to be human. Therefore, you and the other one are in the same boat, and that already has enough negativity as it is. So be scarier and shine your light on your own sins and be the devil that's in your own nature. Be the devil that's in our nature. You know? I just feel like yeah, so go ahead and meditate on that. Go ahead and think on that. I know like that one is like a little bit deeper. Like think about it. Like we are our own devils as much as we like to project other people as our angels. We like to look up to people so much. We love to fantasize over the idea of having like a big brother, having a big sister, but in reality, it's just us. It's just your. Some people may have 4 or 5 breaths. Most people have 3. I think, I don't know. I'm still learning about the whole spiritual thing, but like regardless, everybody wants to have like some type of mentor. Shit, nigga, I do. I would love a mentor. You know what I mean? The idea of having a mentor is nice. That's guidance. That means that like it's like a feeling that you're not actually alone. But when you recognize that you're not alone, you never were alone, and that we as humans, as an equality, as a humanity, are always in one boat, and it's just destined to be like that. The more it's just like it's so funny because like people will selfishly poke holes in other people's boats, but not realizing they're poking holes in their own boat just to get to that other boat. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I don't know, that was just something that I just felt like I needed to express. This one is called No. uh, and this one is mostly about like actually I won't even say, I just want to, like I said, I'll read it out, and we'll go on to the next one. So I find myself, even at the latest of times, shortest of times, sitting with myself with my phone in my hands, thinking of what is it that needs to be said. But why is there a need to anything? For the mind has many things to say, but no mouth to scream it out personally. What do I mean by personally? At the end of the day, we choose what we say, no matter what our mind or thoughts do say. There's so many thoughts that you choose to say whatever you felt most inclined to or choose to. And I dare say, if your mind had its own voice, it would scream, it would yell, and it would kick and cry until it is known it's been heard. Your stubbornness isn't entirely your own fault. It's a human birthright. Look at us now. The world is crying out for help, yet we're too fucking stubborn to look at ourselves respectfully and have the type of respect to destroy one's ego for the greater of the presence of humanity. Who draws the blade? The body. Who commands it? The mind. To do right within our nature, We have to make the conscious effort regardless if you're naturally a good person or not. As humans, we were never meant to know everything and understand everything. If we did, what would be the point of our own minds or our own personalities and ways of living? You wouldn't have any agency. You would just be, nothing more. I think, we fear robots not for the intelligence that I think for it, hold on. I just want to say, I think we fear robots not for their intelligence, but I think for our hatred of humanity. Our hatred for humanity. And if the world was doing just fine without us, why do we think we are needed? And most importantly, why do we think robots are needed as well? Like, genuinely think about that. Just, why do you think you're needed, and why do you think that we need to create creation? Or like, what's the point of creation? How do you feel your part in creation is so fucking important? Why can't it just be enough? Why can't it be enough that we were able to even have something recognize our faces and etc. touchscreen shit, Eventually, human intelligence will converge with what we make to be like us, and inevitably fall just like the fall of man. Deep down, we have to acknowledge our deep love for humanity, and also our deep hatred for it as well. Or we too will make the same mistake of thinking we can create better humans and have them crush us out of hate for their gift, life. And that I really loved that article, and I have no idea. I wouldn't say like thank you to Spirit, thank you to Source for that one, because for me, for that one, that resonates, because like, why it at least it made me like sit down and think, like, okay, what in the what am I doing? Let's take a deep breath here. What is it that I'm doing? What is it that I feel so inclined to be, and why do I feel so important to be? You know what I mean? Why do I feel it's so important to exist, to be as something to create? Why do I feel like every day I just don't feel like I'm meant to be in a corporate job? And I know that everybody else says that, but if everybody feels that way, then do you think corporate jobs are meant to be? You know what I mean? Instead of just saying that corporate jobs are a way of being, like, isn't it such a limiting belief that to think that, that since corporate jobs in the way that things are nowadays, that they can't be? You know what I'm saying? Or that you can't create your own life to be? That's just like taking away the art of alchemy from yourself, Sorry, excuse me. That's just like that's just taking away your own talents, gifts, your own ability to thrive, to your own ability to be, and like, energy is something that's manipulated, transmuted, and then we have the ability to do that. You have the ability to do that. So I just, for that one, I just, don't turn yourself into a robot. Don't begin to resent your gift of life because of your own consciousness. It's very hard to, and I speak that not just to you, but also to myself as well. I try my best not to dive too deeply into the fact that, like, damn, like, dog, I'm fucking alive, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really here, and like, there's so much more. Dude, I just recently got a reading done, and I just found that I have 3 goddesses, like that in itself, and everything that, like, that. If you're into that type of spiritual stuff and would like to know about that story and a little bit about that, so I'd be more vulnerable enough and open enough to know, or not to know, but okay, so someone out there is, but like to express, sorry. And so yeah, if you are into that type of stuff, please let me know. So I wouldn't mind telling that story, but yeah. So just kind of like sit down and realize that, like, we are like moving in a certain way, and that, like, there is a certain especially now in the current day of November 9th of 2024, with the whole elections and the whole thing, the whole world is changing, and a lot of people are having or losing a lot of hope in humanity right now, which I can't really blame them. But there's also just great love and aspiration and hope as well. So shout out to those light workers as much as shout out to the first responders, you know what I mean, and everything else, because like um what's life without hope? What's what's shining? What's light without a star? With, you know, the star is the sun. If we didn't have the sun, which is representation of the star is hope, you know, without all that, um we would only have darkness, we would have bleak. So, and to end it off in a way, like with the final message, it's my final reading, my final last like article that I wrote. It's called Follow Your North Star. So here we go. Nothing more worth it than waking up and realizing that you are the maker, the teller of your own story. People post on here for recognition and payments. Some write on here for the pure enjoyment of writing thoughts, ideas, short stories, and getting to share them. For me, I found myself in this trap, this illusion that I was supposed to be gaining something from my creativity. Since when did I start receiving awards for just being myself? I come onto this platform after a 20-minute meditation session just to get out of whatever I feel so inclined to express, to drench everything in art, to make everything all pretty takes away the realism. The whole point of me writing is to me to be vulnerable. Sure, at times I like to write stories or scenes that I make up in my head, but what about these? Heart to heart vulnerability. To let you know that I'm human just like you. Recently, I had decided to walk away from my dream of becoming a big time fucking music artist because I understood that I cherish my relationship with my family, friends, and art more than fame and success. I've been going at it for 3 years relentlessly. If I wasn't successful, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't enough. If people didn't know me, I'm not enough. Why did I believe such a false idea? Why did you fall victim to it? For me, it was my pride. It was more than just ambition. I made it my fucking identity. If I wasn't the talented artist everyone says they see in me, then who was I? I essentially lost my own authenticity and became another dreadhead that wanted to be respected, another human that wanted to be remembered. Out of fear of being forgotten. But isn't there things about yourself that you wish you could forget? Isn't there some people that you wish you could meet again? Meet again without them knowing the shitty sides of you? Yeah, me too. But thanks to the sacrifice of those people's mental, we did shitty things to witness our shitty side to grow. No matter how you look at it, along with the good deeds you've done, the shitty things that matter to get to where you are now. Just look at how just like how I almost threw away an entire empire for a fucking Grammy and a pat on the back. Don't throw away your essence for false gratification. Don't have your dreams, your ambitions determine who you are. Instead, let the North Star lead you into a fulfilling life. Don't just point at the star and say, look, once I finally catch up to that star, I'll finally be happy. Instead, look up at the very star again with tears in your eyes and say, I'll be more than happy to follow you along with this journey. And the very act that brings me joy and love into my life, my North Star. Beware, don't chase your North Star away, or you will already be dead. So yeah, I am a yeah. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and thank you for spending the extra little bit of time that you had. And it's about like a 20 minute video. But I hope that I hope it was a fun listen. I hope it was nice to listen to. I hope Oh, my cat wants to say something. Say hi, Glenn. So, yeah, so, anyways, thank you for being here. Very excited to continuously do this because I read all the time and I now have like found this great renowned purpose. Oh, I also want to say I create music as well. So at the end, there's a song that I would love to be able to express here. So I'll definitely plug this in after if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much this is it. If you want to leave, that's completely fine too. Um, and yeah, sorry. All the music inside of the video I did make, by the way. That would be for all the videos and all the videos on my channel. Unless like I specifically say that I did not make this, assume that all the songs that are in the video I did make. So yeah, but no, but seriously though, I hope you guys have a great fucking day. I love you guys. I hope you're okay. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Please take care of your inner child. Please take care of your inner adult. Please take care of you. Please take care of your boundaries. Please take care of everything that you know deep down that you need to take care of. Clean out the old, bring in the new. There's a lot of great change around going on right now, and yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. So yeah, all right, I'll see you guys in a bit, so later. Yeah, and ciao.